Greetings, everyone. Today, I'm delighted to to show you the Salesforce backup and recovery from Veeam. So this product is very new. As you can see here on the website, you can quickly go and download it, download the package, and start the installation on your operating system, Oracle Red Hat Linux 8 or 7. No Ubuntu for now. It's just tied to the Red Hat platform. So as you see over here, there are the release notes. Let's take a look at the release notes and the download package as well. So I am on the downloads website, the downloads part from the website at Veeam, and well, the package it's quite small. And then the user guide, I guess, is going to be really useful. Let's take a quick look into the release notes. So there are a few considerations like the API version of Salesforce, and then of course the resources, 4 CPUs, and then 6 gigabytes of RAM minimum, plus 2 gigabytes per every organization, so around 8, and then 10 gig of storage minimum, and then CentOS, Red Hat, or Oracle Linux. It's going to need Nginx, and of course, it's going to require as well PostgreSQL Server, and let's take a quick look. So there on the user guide, it's something really interesting that you can just get this kind of command line and then install it without downloading anything, any package. You just go into your Linux system and then run these commands, or the manually version, as you can see over here, 1.0.1. I think I'm going to follow the automated way. In this case, I'm going to use DigitalOcean. That's the provider that I have plenty of confidence. I've been running one Droplet there for 3 years, no problem whatsoever. Probably even more than 3 years. But anyways, so let's go ahead and deploy a VM, a Droplet. I'm going to use Rocky Linux. I know Veeam doesn't say that it's supported, but well, anyways, Rocky Linux is just it's just a mirror of what it was CentOS before, right? Same package, same everything. So, okay, I think I'm going to use these 8 gig 4 CPUs, which is around $56 per month. That's kind of okay. And then I'm going to use password to deploy this Droplet. You can always use SSH key, which is recommended anyways. Okay, the good thing about DigitalOcean, it's that the droplets they have been created very quick, very fast. You have a lot of templates there already to deploy from, like vanilla operating systems, as it is my case, or you have other more complex applications there like WordPress, and you have a lot of them. You can even deploy your Kubernetes cluster here as well in the case that you need. You can trigger snapshots later on, some backups automated into the droplets, and so on and so forth. So I'm just using this because I trust it. You can deploy this on-prem, you can deploy it on AWS, wherever you really want. So let's open the VM. I didn't accelerate anything. This is how much time it takes to be the Droplet up and running, so that's nice. Let me change the name here. Usually, when you change the name on DigitalOcean, then it changes it as well as the host name. But well, anyways, if the case that it does not do it, you can just go and change it by yourself. Let's take a quick look. Okay, it has still the old host name. So what we should do, it's just go here and change with the hostname CTL, set minus hostname, and then VB Salesforce. That's okay. Let's take a quick reboot on here, and hopefully in a few seconds this should be up and running again. So that's good. We do have everything. Let's take a quick look if it does response. The VB Salesforce.jorgedelacruz.es. I already added this into my FQ then. So that's nice. This can be deployed on a private IP address, so that's no problem. But well, anyways, let's now introduce that command, you can copy paste, but well, in my case, I'm just introducing it command by command, right? So sudo curl https repository.veeam.com /jam/el/vbsf -install -script.sh, and then minus output finally is /vbsf -install -script.sh. So this just, it's a few seconds, and now what we do is just execute this new script. So well, one of the things that I love from DigitalOcean is that the speed, the internet speed, is just astronomical. But the second thing about this script that Veeam has prepared is that everything is so easy to install, to prepare. You do not need to know pretty much anything, or not knowing much Linux. It's asking us here something. Do we have enough disk space on the OPT folder? OPT VBSF. Okay, yeah. That's okay. So I do have enough space, but that's important because this is the path where you need more space in the case that this keeps growing. Okay, you can always add more space into the LLVM, the logical volume. I will keep 365 days for my log rotation, and then I do not have PostgreSQL, so I'm going to install now PostgreSQL as well as a part of the installation, right? So this will be similar of if you were running Veeam backup and replication, for example. You know that we need that Veeam needs SQL Express, so this is pretty much similar to that. Proceed with Nginx configuration. Yes, of course. I'm just taking all of this as if it was vanilla. So not having anything, I just deploy a new Red Hat VM, or in this case Rocky Linux, and then I'm installing the packages here, following that script that Veeam gave us, which is quite convenient, as you can see. Okay, it's the Nginx. It's been installed and configured. Yes, I can see already the packages, and that's good news. It's telling us already that we can go into that URL, and that we do have an access token ready for us to copy paste. So the installation, it's finished, and now what we should do is just take this URL and open a new web browser, the web browser that you prefer, and then copy paste the URL. Okay, let's take it, and this will be the first time we open Veeam Backup for Salesforce. So let's move on with the initial configuration of the application. Okay, read and accept the EULA. I will not read it now, but I will read it later. Perfect. Let's create a local administrator. So I'm going to introduce here my credentials, or you can use the credentials that the browser is recommending to you. That's okay. Let's click save. Now this is connecting to the PostgreSQL. If you have installed it with the script, you do not need to introduce any password here or change anything. Everything is already kind of prepopulated over here. No, let's click next. So I do not want to do anything. That's everything should be ready, and the configuration should be all good. In the case that you have your own PostgreSQL, as you can imagine, here you will need to change to existing PostgreSQL configuration. I will use the Community Edition because my Salesforce is just a Salesforce Developer Edition, but of course you can always either use the Community Edition to give it a quick try, or install a license from a trial license key that you can download from the website, or ask your systems engineer. The domain name, you can keep the IP address, but it's really ugly. I don't think you should keep IP addresses anywhere, so it's always much better if you go ahead and introduce a proper FQDN, the FQDN that we introduced before anyways. These callback URLs are important, so please copy them and have them handy, because now what we need to do is configure a Salesforce connected application. So I think it is time now for us to create this Salesforce connected application. So let's move into Salesforce. And now, as you can see here, I'm with kind of like an admin role. And on the quick links, or you can always use the search, you will find something that is called applications. If it's not on your menu on the left, which it should, but I cannot find it quite right now, let's go into manage applications, connected apps, click on new, and then connected app name. You can introduce the name that you want. I think I'm going to put something like Veeam backup for Salesforce, so it's clear what it is. Then the API name, I leave it like that. Contact email, I put my contact email address. We need to enable the OAuth settings, and we need to select from 2 different scopes, full access, and the other one we need to scroll a bit more, and it's here, perform requests and at any time, refresh the token of like access and so on. And finally, the callback URLs, you can see that those are the ones that we introduced before. Let's click in save. This is important. It says that it takes around 10 minutes for the OAuth to be enabled on the application. We need to get the consumer key and secret. So let's take the consumer key and secret. We're here, copy. Let's go back to our Veeam backup for Salesforce. Then we introduce the consumer key and the consumer secret. It's 2 different methods here, production and sandbox. I'm going to use just production. Let's click connect. And there you go. If you see this error, that is because it has not populated just yet. You just need to wait around those 10 minutes that Salesforce was saying. Finally, if you click next, you will be prompted to go into your Salesforce auth. So let's select the credentials that you have for your Salesforce instance, and then it's asking you, okay, this application is going to require all of these privileges, and it's successful. You can select how often you want to do your backups. I think daily for me it's okay, but if you have like a really important business with a lot of changes, just do hourly. Should be much better. Finally, the first time we log into the instance with the policy already running, as you can see, you can click edit, and then you will see what is happening. So all the metadata, it has been copied already. It just took around a few seconds. It's pretty much impressive. And then the big chunk of the data, all the organizations, all the tickets, everything that they have my Salesforce instance is still copying because it is the first time. So it might take some time. Let's go and explore here the menu. So that's my organization. That's the administrator, the user I'm logging in, and no notifications whatsoever. And in configuration, you can see that I have this company, and this product is aimed to add different companies as well. So that's really neat that you can just protect different companies within the same product. You see, you can add your own company here, and then after you add your own company, you will need to add the connected apps, and then you can even put them to different databases. So and different paths into the storage and so on. So that is quite neat that it came already. It's built in for a sort of multi-tenant itself. You can see here the users. You can, and probably you should connect to Azure AD authentication in the case that you are using Azure AD, which I guess you are doing it anyways today. So you can just give more users and different privileges over here. Finally, we have as well something really interesting, which is called alerts. And these alerts, we have something by default like database connection, license, and Salesforce connection, which is sent to administrators. But let me show you. So for example, yes, backup policy is the normal alert that you want to get out, maybe an errors and warnings only. You can select to whom you want to send this, probably backup operators, it's that more than enough. And now you can just send emails or even a Slack notification, which is really fresh and really new. You can send it by specific organizations, so that's again really good. And then there you go. I have already an alert for that specific organization. Send it only to backup operators. I do not have configured just yet any email server or any Slack channel, but that I thought that was really nice and really fresh. License, and finally the about, where you find the version and something to tweak. Advanced settings, probably not a good idea if you don't know what you're doing, but anyways, it's good to see a few advanced settings over here that you can edit on the fly. So oh, the policy has finished, so let's take a quick look of what it happened here on the data. There you go, everything is here, all the expression filters, topics, organizations, web store, I don't know, absolutely everything. It has been protected. Some stuff might have data, some other stuff might not have much data. It depends, of course, of your organization. I'm using the developer edition, so as you can see, not everything it had data inside. But if I search quickly by, is it company? Or is something there? But no, it might be organizations, right? Yes, and the organizations, well, one was inserted, so that it's go unprotected. Let's take a quick look as if we were, an end user, our first time managing Salesforce, new company, or maybe we're just distracted, right? So we go here into Genie Point and we were looking at the opportunities. I mean, everything, but let's take a look at the opportunities. And for some reason, I just go, okay, this close one, and then okay, decision makers, okay, and finally you try to edit, and then oh, are you sure? And then wow, okay, what happened? I have deleted one opportunity, or no. I'm in a big trouble. My first day. Let's try again. I don't know. I thought I clicked edit, but no. What you have done is yes, you have deleted 2 opportunities, and of course, on the reports or in anything, forecast and everything is going to be a big drama. So not to panic. With Veeam Backup for Salesforce, let's trigger a new restore, and it's as simple as let's put a name here. Of course, you will need to discuss with the backup operators to trigger this restore. But anyways, a backup operator can trigger this restore. Super simple, no problem. And then your organization can be safe in case that anything like this happens. Not just that. It can be tickets. It can be not deletion, but it can be just edits that they are unwanted and so on. So a new salesperson has deleted some key opportunities we won for this customer. Not really nice thing to do, but anyways, errors happens. So let's go. Yes, from this organization, and then what data do I want? So if I go over here, I'll probably say, can we select the organization? I guess we can, right? Or the opportunities. It was opportunities what we deleted, right? So let's go into search. There are a lot of opportunities here, and the amount we can always try to narrow it down to the company, for example, that we or add more fields if you want. But in this case we know what was it. So it was the Genie Point, and it was these 2 opportunities over here. You see, it should show there deleted, but well, anyways, it might not be. It might not be running again, so you cannot check that it was deleted. So go here in the next restore attachment. Yeah, in case it has something. Well, it's not that does not have any attachment, so then I do not select it. The objects hierarchy key, I guess it had some history, so that's okay. Then I do not want to add anything here, but this is important. Automatically turn off all automation in the case that you have in Salesforce, workflows, flows, and so on. It's much better that you let Veeam backup for Salesforce to automatically turn off that automation, and then will be turned on after. I do not want to verify these the permissions. I know already that my application, it has the correct permissions to restore and everything, and then click finish, and that's it. Let's take a quick look of what is happening on here. So it seems it's just loading, and then okay, success. So it just took a few seconds, really, as you can see here, from 29 to 34. And if I go to my opportunity, which it looked really bad, but I refresh my browser, here you go, the 2 opportunities are back. And this is the key power of Veeam backup for Salesforce, right? That everything that it will happen on your, or this key software as a service application, everything is going to be protected. You can restore anything, a ticket, an organization, an opportunity, anything that it happened, anything that it might be deleted, it might be altered, it might be mistakes, because mistakes happens, especially on an application like this, where a lot of different background skills people use it. So anything can happen, and this is the true benefit of this application. If you want to give it a try, hopefully this video it's going to inspire you to install it, and then you can see even once again the examples of taking a backup and restoring from a backup. Give it a try, and then if you want more pricing, just go to the website and look for the pricing over there. Ask your systems engineers as per usual. I hope you like the video, and if that's so, give it a thumbs up and leave, let me know what you think. Thank you so much. See ya. Bye.